You're not going to believe what Christopher Nolan watches on the weekends. Tune in with us to find out. Christopher Nolan's journey into filmmaking began at a remarkably young age. Can you believe he made his first short film at just 7 years old?
Damn!
It is interesting to know that Christopher Edward Nolan, the mastermind of the world of filmmaking, has a younger brother named Jonathan, who is also a filmmaker. You were surprised, but this is true. He created shorts like Tarantula, Larceny, and Doodlebug before releasing longer-form works. Christopher paid special attention to Stanley Kubrick's films. He also loved the science fiction genre and enjoyed movies like 2001: A Space Odyssey and Star Wars. Nolan's major film debut, Following, was a black-and-white, small-budget work about a lonely writer obsessed with following strangers and then partnered with a burglar. This film was primarily shot on weekends for about a year because the cast and crew all had full-time jobs. Did you know he is known as the magician of the world of cinema? There are many facts about Nolan that we haven't told you yet, and you will discover them all in this video.
Let's go.
He always has a flask of hot tea with him. Michael Caine has said, an interesting thing about Christopher Nolan is that he always wears a coat and has a small flask of tea in his pocket and drinks from it regularly. What is more interesting is that he is not very interested in other drinks and only loves tea. The scene where Batman interrogates the Joker is his most popular scene from The Dark Knight.
Why do you want to kill me? I don't want to kill you.
Nolan is known for his preference for practical effects.
And people will look at that and they think, oh, that's, done in post, but it's not. It's Chris like spinning this thing that you see, and it's all for real.
In the opening bank heist scene of The Dark Knight, the explosions were real, not CGI.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Christian Bale's Batman voice has become a subject of parody and imitation. To achieve this voice, Bale reportedly based it on a combination of his own and Clint Eastwood's voices. Some viewers found it intimidating, while others found it humorous.
Him again. Time to move in. One man or the entire mob. He can wait.
Nolan achieved further commercial and artistic success with The Prestige, Inception, and the Batman trilogy that made him more popular among movie lovers with a modern and close-to-reality take on this superhero story. He never studied filmmaking academically. He is one of the directors who learned this profession in a practical way.
Emotional, damn it!
He has been interested in making movies since he was 11 years old and spent a lot of time working in the film industry as a sound engineer or camera operator. He spent nearly 10 years writing Inception. Nolan has stated that since childhood, he has been interested in making a film based on dreams. What will surprise you is that Christopher Nolan recently stated that the Fast and Furious franchise is his favorite movie. Perhaps the last film we can guess that the creator of Interstellar and Inception is interested in.
What the fuck?
What do you think makes Christopher Nolan's cinematic masterpieces so captivating? Nolan's films are worth watching several times. In addition to unconventional narrative structures, Nolan's films are known for their thought-provoking themes and intellectual depth. He often engages in complex explorations of human nature, morality, and existential questions, encouraging viewers to reflect on their own lives and beliefs. A key aspect of Christopher Nolan's influence on modern cinema lies in his innovative storytelling techniques. With a penchant for non-linear storytelling and intricate plot architectures, he defies the norms of traditional cinematic storytelling, inviting audiences on a thrilling journey of cinematic exploration. He does not like computer graphics in movies and purposely avoided them when he made Oppenheimer or Inception.
Computer graphics tend to they can feel a bit anodyne, a bit safe. That's why they're tough to use in horror movies, for example.
Perhaps the strangest thing about Christopher Nolan, widely regarded as one of the best directors in the world, is that he has red-green color blindness.
What the fuck?
While many celebrities and filmmakers thrive on social media platforms, Christopher Nolan remains enigmatic. Despite his industry stature, reports suggest that Nolan doesn't just eschew social media, he might not even own a smartphone.
You don't have a cell phone or an email address.
I don't have an email address, I never use email, and I don't have a smartphone.
This intriguing absence from the digital realm adds to his mystique, leaving fans curious about the man behind the camera.
If I see Chris Nolan, I throw my phone. And this is even when we're not shooting.
Still to this day.
He is one of the few filmmakers who has established a good relationship with mathematics and physics and has reconciled academic elites with cinema. For example, when Interstellar was released, a lot of physical articles about black holes and quantum were published based on the movie. But perhaps the most important aspect of Nolan's cinema is the manipulation of time. In fact, the word indoctrination is part of Nolan's filmmaking style so that the audience gets stuck in his narrative labyrinth. An interesting example is the sequence where the interstellar hero is captured in a black hole so that he can see the past in the future. That will blow your mind. His storytelling is usually complex and vague. Nolan does not explain the riddles and complicated moments because he wants the audience to comprehend the story by themselves. Nolan's movies have received 49 nominations and 11 wins at the Oscars. Still, surprisingly, he has never won an Oscar for Best Director despite being nominated twice. His films have grossed over $6 billion worldwide. That's 6 times more than all the Kardashians' overall net worth.
Nice.
He has made films in various genres, including superheroes to war dramas, science fiction, and biographies. However, he has not yet made a horror film, but the good news for horror fans is that he recently said in an interview that he would like to make one. Will he satisfy us? It remains to be seen how successful his horror film will be.